And welcome to the East Clinton Sports Show. I'm Lee Hendee along with, and who are you? Your wife doesn't even recognize you sitting over here in this in the corner.
Yeah.
And by the way, happy birthday, Jeremy Yankey.
Well, thank you.
One day late.
One day late, but thank you.
All right. We've got a big night tonight. We've got East Clinton varsity wrestlers, and we've got I think maybe a couple of Lady Astro basketball players, and a very exciting Astro Burger Challenge.
That's always exciting.
Yeah. I'm not participating, and I don't think you're participating as long as our other participant shows up. We've got Jim Vest standing over here in the wings, and I think you can talk to him for a few minutes here. You want to tell them who is sponsoring East Clinton Sports on the East Clinton Sports channel?
Well, we're here at Charlie's Pizza, and they're one of our headline sponsors, letting us host this show here, Charlie's Pizza, here on East Washington, in Sabina, right next to IGA. So easy to find. They will deliver. If you're wanting to get a pizza tonight during the show, you can call 937-584-9632 or 584-9634, and they will deliver.
Absolutely. And we see pizzas and food going in and out the door all the time while we're sitting here talking, and, of course, that makes us hungry. But
I'm hungry.
I am hungry, too. And it is gtvr.net. See? They even made a high-class sign there for us. How about that? Yeah, gtvr.net. But if you're watching, you probably already know that, but that's all right. We've got a new sponsor since we've been here last and has joined us on some basketball games, too.
Yeah, Melvin Liquid Fertilizer on East US 22, Wilmington, Ohio. Phone number is 937-584-2451. You can call Paul Harris for all your agricultural crop needs.
Excellent. Before Jim gets too hungry, let's bring him on over here. You guys can talk a little bit. He was hungry when he got up this morning, but that's all right.
After he ate lunch, he was hungry.
Well, let's bring Jim Vest over here, and you can talk to him about wrestling and stuff till some of the guys gets here. And his son is a wrestler, too, so we may get him on. But I'm going to turn it over to you, and you can talk to Jim, and you can go from there.
All right, sounds good.
Jim, come
Coach
on over
Vest,
here.
come on over here. Also, one of our other sponsors we didn't mention is MC Auto, located at 11 East Washington Street, Sabina, Ohio. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 to 6, guaranteed financing. Stop in and see Mike Crow if you need an auto, or if you need a pizza, come to Charlie's and you can see Mike Crow and get a pizza. Well, Coach Vest, it's wonderful to have you. I know you're a part of the youth wrestling program. You have a son that wrestles at the high school program and two sons that wrestle at the youth program. But tell us a little bit about the youth program. I know your numbers are very good this year. You've had 50-some kids this year participating in grades 1 through 6.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Grades 1 through 6. Sometimes we take kindergartners, but we had a total of 61 sign up and 54 end up staying. It was good numbers, and I'm pretty satisfied with that.
That's good. Now, how's the season gone for you up to this point?
Season has gone really well. We've had a lot of kids get first place in our tournaments. We just finished up our league in the Kobe Wall League, which has got a lot of SOL teams in it. And out of 22 teams at our league tournament, we finished 4th overall.
Very strong.
I was very pleased.
Now, how many first-place winners did you have in there?
We had 7 first-place winners and I think 11 second-place winners in that tournament.
That's good. Very good. Now, where will the kids go from now? I mean, you're done with your league. Do you have
our main district tournament is the Ohio Way, but we had 8 young men go to OAC districts, and we had 8 kids, and then 5 qualified for the state tournament for the OAC. But our district for the Ohio Way is not until March 2nd, and we'll go to Stebbins for that.
Okay, now so the kid's done until March 2nd then?
Yes.
You just continue to practice up until then?
We have about 20 kids going to that.
Okay, very good. Now, with all those kids, who do you have helping you coach? How many coaches do you have working with you?
I have about 6 coaches. a lot of dads helping me. I have one guy, Caleb Cooper. I coached when he was at Greenfield McLean. He is probably one of my main assistants, and it's very helpful to have him in there and his knowledge. Also have former EC wrestler Ben Mears. He's brought a lot of his knowledge to wrestling to the youth kids, and he's been very helpful this year.
Now, how does your program tie in with the school system as far as the junior high and high school? What type of help do you get from the high school coaches and junior high coaches?
Junior high and high school, Coach Stanley and I talking about this tonight. We're a very tight-knit group. We always communicate together. We use their room. We usually go in after their high school is done. About 6:30 we're starting. But we had a home tournament this year, and the junior high and high school staff reffed for us, and it was a big help for us, and they helped us set up, helped us tear down, and it was a very big help for us, very, very successful.
And that was the first event that you had ever hosted as a
Yes.
youth organization at East Clinton Schools, right?
Yes.
Now, how many teams participated in that event?
There were 5 teams. We had that's how our league goes. They get 5 or 6 teams to each place.
What league do you participate in?
The Kobe Wall. It's called the Central Ohio Buckeye Youth Wrestling Association.
Know how many schools are a part of that?
There are 22.
All 22. Okay.
22 schools.
So on any given Sunday when you guys wrestle, there may be a couple different meets that you can choose
Yes.
to go to.
Well, they put us in sites there's 3 sites per Sunday, and they do it in a 4-week time, and they usually pick by numbers who's got the bigger teams to the smallest. They try to average out the same amount of kids in each tournament.
Now, who are your top wrestlers this year? Do you have any kids that are undefeated or what?
I have, as you know, the Klein twins. They're doing really well this year.
Josh and John.
Josh and John.
Mm-hmm.
James Schuette's doing really well. For 6th graders, 5th graders, Garrett Warnock is doing really well. He's a state qualifier. So is James and Josh Klein, James Schuette and Josh Klein. Bryson Schuette is he is undefeated as a 1st grader, and he's going to state for the OAC. And I have a lot of younger kids that have just done really well this year.
That's good. And usually, from my experience with football, the younger brothers are usually a little tougher.
Yes.
I guess that's why the younger Schuette, he has to be because he's always messing around with his older brother.
He's the meaner one.
There's a lot of truth to that. And as the audience may not know, Coach Vest also coaches offensive line for youth football with me, and it's wonderful to have you a part of that. So I always encourage the football players that are not participating in basketball to get out and wrestle.
Yes.
So I know a lot of our youth football players this year did wrestle, or a number of them actually. So I think that the two sports go hand in hand because the thing I like about wrestling, and I never participated in it because, of course, when I went to East Clinton, we didn't have it.
Yep.
The thing I like about it is it creates or it teaches individual toughness. As I told my son and the other players that wrestle, when you go out there and lose, there's no one to blame but yourself.
Right.
You can't blame it on a teammate. You can't pass that blame on anyone else because you just lost. Not your team, but it's you. So that individual toughness, I think, is great. Now, what type of numbers did East Clinton's junior high and high school have this year at wrestling?
I understood I think junior high had 12 kids, which were basically all 7th graders. I don't know if they had hardly any 8th graders at all. And then the high school probably had between 15 and 20 kids at the start. I don't know how many they finished, but they probably got about 12 left. And but those 12 kids that are left in high school probably are doing really well. And like everybody knows, they have a big sectional tournament coming up this weekend. So
that's at Blanchester,
that's at
right?
Blanchester.
That's both Friday and Saturday?
Friday and Saturday night.
Bland?
Yes.
Okay, now for an individual that would be participating in that, what would they have to do to qualify to get out of that section? How do they have to finish?
You have to place in the top 4. If you get 4th place, you're in. And then you can get 5th place, and you can be an alternate and still go, just in case one of the kids don't pass a scan check or doesn't make weight. That means you might get in.
Okay.
So
once they're out of sectionals, then they qualify for districts?
They qualify for districts. In the same scenario at districts, you place in the top 4, you qualify for state.
Okay, so it goes sectionals, district, and then state.
Yes.
Is how it goes. Okay, so a little bit different than basketball that would have a regional in there. and East Clinton's high school varsity wrestling, I believe, is in their 4th year. Is that correct?
In their 5th year.
It's the 5th year of high school?
Yes.
Okay. To the best of my knowledge, we've never had anyone qualify for state, right?
No one ever qualified.
Now, how many kids have we had move on from sectionals to districts? Have we had that?
Right now, I believe we've only had 2 kids qualify for districts.
Okay. What about this year? Do you think who's looking good that could possibly qualify?
What I've seen
for districts.
What I've seen as a parent coming in, I've watched a lot of the high school. Zach Rayback, of course, he's a big candidate to make it districts. I think Charlie Erdman's got a good shot. Josh Jones is our 106. Our 145-pounder, Cameron Block, I think he's got a great shot. And, of course, Cameron Klein, 182. I think he's got a really good shot at going.
Now, for anyone that's not real familiar with wrestling, how many weight classes are there at the high school level?
I believe there's 14 weight classes.
Okay. All right. I didn't know that.
I think. He's either 13 or 14 weight classes.
All right. Well, good. Well, I know we have a few wrestlers that are here tonight. I guess we can bring the first one up. We can bring Peyton up here. Peyton Vest. Let's bring him up here and let's talk to him a little bit about his wrestling season and how it's gone for him up to this point. Now, Peyton, you are a sophomore, correct?
Yes, sir.
And what weight class are you wrestling at this year?
I'm the 220 weight class.
220. Okay, so help us out. That's not heavyweight?
No, that's the weight class below heavyweight.
Okay, what would someone have to weigh to be considered a heavyweight?
Anything above 220 and between 285.
220, 285. So you're the 220 weight class, so you can't be over 220.
I can't be over 220.
Okay. What do you weigh right now?
218.
And you'll be wrestling tomorrow?
Yeah, at 220.
Okay, at 220. Do you know who you're wrestling at this point?
No,
do you just show up there and then list is
wrestle
there?
Who I wrestle.
And you have to finish 4th place or better in order to move on to district.
4th place or better to move on.
What's your shot?
I think I've got a pretty good shot, I guess. Yeah.
Now, tell us a little bit about your teammates. Who do you think? Your father just mentioned Zach Rayback and a few other guys, but
I think Zach's got a pretty good shot. Cameron Block, yeah, he's got a good shot. If Cameron Klein can keep it together, he's got a really good shot at going. Josh Jones, he's got a good shot. I don't think there's too many people in his weight class, but I want to go. I mean, that's my main goal for the year. Try to make it out sectionals. But is what it is. If I don't, I don't.
Yeah. Well, you're also anxiously awaiting track because you're a track star, of course.
Yeah,
I'm talking to me earlier about your shot put, your discus, and then of course you run the 100.
Yeah. I'm not sure how that got mixed up in there, but.
Well, it never hurts to work on that speed because it'll only help for football.
Yeah,
and wrestling.
exactly.
Well, anything else? Tell us. Your dad wasn't sure, but how many weight classes are there in high school wrestling? Do you not know either? I think 14, but
I think there's 14 weight classes.
Can you name them all?
106,
okay.
113, 120, 126, 132, 138, 145, 152, 160, 170, 182, 195, 220, and heavyweight.
All 14 of them. You did a good job.
Yep.
It's a lot better than your dad.
Well, he don't know nothing about nothing.
There's only one weight class that he's worried about.
Right.
Exactly.
Now, one thing your dad may know is he's going to do this Astro Burger challenge, which has become legendary. So I would bet you he knows a little bit of something about putting a hamburger away.
I don't know. I've seen him put some food away.
Yeah.
I think he's got a good shot of winning this and maybe beating your record.
Beating my record.
Yeah.
Of 2 minutes and 6 seconds.
Yeah.
The Astro Burger challenge put that baby away quickly, and I still am hurting from that. Got me in the chest a little bit. Put that on me.
He's
But
got a little padding around his chest. So.
He's got a lot. But he can put some food away, that's for sure. Well, Peyton, we've got a few other wrestlers here. Who else could we bring up here
we'll
to talk
get
to?
Cameron Block over here.
Cameron Block.
Next.
Cameron, would you like to join us? Cameron will come up here and join us. Talk to us a little bit about his wrestling experience this year with East Clinton High School. Have a seat right there, Cameron. Thank you for joining us, buddy. What grade are you in, Cameron? Talking to the microphone. There you go.
I am a sophomore this year.
Sophomore. Okay. How's your year gone for you so far? What's your record?
My record this year is 19-19. It's
500.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's my highest record.
A good deal.
Of
good.
4 years I've been wrestling.
Well, good. Doing real well. What weight class are you wrestling at this year?
This year I'm 145.
145. Okay. And districts are coming up for you or sectionals, right? Tomorrow. What do you feel like your chances are? Do you know anyone else that you'll be competing against? Is it some kids that you've wrestled during the year?
Yeah, I've wrestled most of them this year.
Okay.
And I think my chances are pretty high at sectionals. I think 3rd or 4th, no sweat.
Okay. Well, good deal. And that'll move you on into districts.
Yep.
Where will districts be held at? Do you know that yet?
I do not know that yet.
Okay. But you guys are going to Blanchester tomorrow and Saturday, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Good deal. How many of your teammates will be participating? Do you know? How many kids are wrestling this year? 12 to 15 kids.
Yeah, around
you guys.
that, but
okay. Are all of them healthy and everything?
Nope. We got a concussion for one of them. Something happened to Zach just this practice today. Hopefully he'll be out there tomorrow.
Okay.
There's 2 people at 132 that aren't going to be wrestling because they can't make it to empty weight class. So probably about 8 kids I think will be wrestling tomorrow.
8 kids will be wrestling in districts. Who do you feel like has a good chance of getting out there? What teammates do you feel?
Honestly, I think everybody wrestling tomorrow has a great chance.
To finish top 4 and move on to districts?
Definitely.
Okay, very good. Very good. Well, I appreciate you joining us, telling us a little bit about your season. Do we have another wrestler over there?
Joshua Jones.
Josh Jones.
Get over here, buddy.
Josh, would you like to join us? Have a seat there, Josh. Thanks for joining us.
Glad to.
What grade are you in?
I am a sophomore.
Sophomore this year? Okay. What's your record this year?
I'm not completely sure what it is.
Okay. What weight class are you wrestling at this year?
I wrestle 106.
106? That's the lightest class, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just trying to think back to what Peyton was going over all the weight classes. I tested him on that to see if he knew them all.
Yep.
So you're the lightweight of the bunch.
Yep.
How do you feel your chances are of moving on to districts?
I think I have a pretty good chance this year. Not very many tournaments have had a full bracket,
Okay.
but I think I've gotten a lot better since last year, and I think I have a pretty good chance of making it.
Good. Now, how many years have you wrestled?
This is currently my 3rd.
3rd year? So you started when you were an 8th grader then, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So have you seen improvement each year?
A lot of improvement.
Good. Good deal. Now, what teammates do you feel like have a good possibility moving on to districts?
I think definitely Cameron Block can. Probably Charles Erdman, who isn't here right now. Probably Thomas Flory. He is trying to get down to 113 right now because our 113 just got injured. So,
Okay. So how much weight would he have to drop then?
well, he's been about 114. Just he got back later in the year.
Okay.
So,
Just needs to drop a little bit.
Yeah.
Before. Now, yourself, you're that 106. You look like you're right on that line. Are you close? You close going into tomorrow?
I'm about 3 pounds under.
Oh, okay. Well, I hope you didn't eat too much breadsticks or whatever you were eating over there.
I don't think I'll gain that much.
No. Well, we hope not. Hopefully everything goes well for you. And best of
Yeah.
luck to you,
Thank you.
tomorrow in districts and the rest of your teammates. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
And if we have any other wrestlers here in the house with us tonight, we'll bring Lee back up here, and I got to interview a few of these young
I
men
watch
here,
wrestling. Does that count?
Yeah, I used to watch big time wrestling when I was a
Well,
kid.
yeah.
You know, Hulk Hogan, Andre the Giant.
Oh, yeah.
It's about all we had here.
That's
at
about
that
all we
time.
had to
Yeah.
live for back then, yeah.
You know, I think it's a wonderful thing that East Clinton has got wrestling involved
Oh, yeah.
with the school because I know it goes hand, like I was talking to Coach Vest, it goes hand in hand with football and it helps make a program better. And I think that's one of the reasons why Clinton Massey has helped boost their football program up to state championship status,
Right.
because they started wrestling probably 10 years ago, I guess, or more.
Yeah,
a
and
little
East
more.
Clinton's only been had a program for like 5-6 years. So
This is I think the high school's 5th year
Yeah.
of varsity
and
wrestling. So
Chuck Hale, who will
it's-
be here in a little bit, was one of the guys that was instrumental in getting that started too.
Yes,
Yeah.
he was.
Yeah.
He's been here along with Coach Stalin since it started.
Sure.
I know they started it actually it started at the youth level, I guess 8 years ago now.
Yeah.
They've had that, and then they just kind of brought it up through the junior high level and then to the high school level. So it's something that's it's going to pay off in the future.
Oh, sure.
For all athletics at East Clinton and getting more participation up, but tremendously helped that football program.
Yeah.
And like Coach Vest said, at the youth level, they had 50-something kids this year wrestling. So
Yeah.
great numbers, and I know that's something that I always do with our football kids as the year's ending. I encourage them, you're either wrestling or you're playing basketball.
Right.
Do something in the winter
Yeah,
other than
stay
play
in shape
Xbox.
and keep yourself in shape and be ready for the next round.
Right.
And we really haven't talked about you as a coach. You coach youth football.
Yeah, I've done that for this past season was my 21st year, so I've been doing it for quite some
Yeah.
time now. Since 1992, I took over the program, and it's a lot of fun. I have a great coaching staff with me, and we had
And
57 kids.
You
playing
get to
this
go
year.
to Florida.
Yeah, we participated
was pretty
in
cool.
nationals. Yeah, we participated this year. We unfortunately lost both our games. We were defeated 25-0 by Rockledge, Florida, and then Swansea, South Carolina. We got beat 12-9. So,
But it's still a great experience for the
it
kids.
is. It's wonderful, and we had a really good team last year, and we finished 9-4 overall. But we competing nationally, it's
Sure.
you're going to play some of the best teams around. So
Yeah.
it was
Well, the competition for Mr. Vest has just walked in the door.
I see
This
that.
could be could be something.
with Coach Hale and Coach Vest going at it in this Astro Burger Challenge. I don't know that this table's big enough.
I don't think I'd want to be in the middle.
No, we
It
better
could get ugly
we
here.
better wear ponchos as we're sitting out here in the crowd.
Yeah, aprons and ponchos. Chuck Hale, are you
gonna
you
be
want to
food
come on
flying.
over and talk to us a minute?
There's going to be food flying everywhere.
Yeah. We may have to do each one of them separately and just time them. By the way, I think Jim said he feels pretty confident he can beat your record too, but that's
I
another
don't
story.
doubt it. Either
Chuck,
one of these guys could take that record down tonight. That record's only
Chuck
set
Hale,
for
have a
2
seat.
weeks,
Come on
so-
in there, my man. We'll let you talk to Jeremy for a little bit and get your appetite up.
You can sit right on the way. You can sit right there, Coach. Coach Hale, thanks for joining us.
No
And,
problem.
As you
Good
may
to
have
be here.
heard, I hold the record for the Astro Burger
That's
Challenge.
what I hear.
2 minutes and 6 seconds now.
I'm not here to challenge that.
Yeah,
by any
you're
means,
here
so.
to challenge Coach Vest, and I said I don't know if the table's big enough for the both of you.
Well, again, I want to say he made the challenge, not me.
Well, okay,
That's
well.
on him. So
It's going to be interesting. And as I commented earlier, we may need to have ponchos for the crowd because it might be like that old episode of Gallagher where stuff goes
that's
flying.
right. I think I would like a bib of my own.
Well, you may need a bib. If you're going to sit next to Coach Vest and eat one, you better expect something to come flying. But no, I just got to interview some of the wrestlers here, and I know you've been a part of the wrestling program since
Right.
it started. And this is the 5th year of high school wrestling at East
yes,
Clinton.
yes, it is.
Okay, and you and Coach Stalin have been involved with that,
Right.
and it started. I know they started at youth level probably seven years ago or so,
Around
8
that,
years
yeah,
ago, and they
right.
kind of brought it up through the high school level. And how
Right.
many kids did you have out this year at the high school?
Well, actually, I'm not coaching this year,
Okay.
but I think they've got. I want to say they've got 12 or 13 on the team this year.
Okay, and I think it's something that's important. I was glad to see East Clinton get it because football and wrestling kind of go hand in hand. I've
Very
always
much
thought
so.
that.
Yeah, very much
and,
so.
I get a lot of comments. Why is Clinton Massey so good at football and all that? Well, a lot of it goes back to they started.
Sure.
About the time they started winning at football and doing so well was when they started
Right.
wrestling.
Right. And Coach McSorley had a lot to do with starting the wrestling program
Yes,
there at
he
Massey.
did, and he headed that up for a number of years. I know
Yes,
he
he
has in
did.
the past few, but
Right.
usually wherever you see a strong wrestling program throughout the state of Ohio, it also has a pretty good football program.
They have a tendency to go hand in hand. That's
yeah,
for
they
sure.
do.
Yeah.
Because and the thing I love about wrestling, and I'm not familiar with it, and I watched my son come up and wrestle through the youth program,
Right.
but it teaches the individual toughness.
That's right.
And accountability, because if you go out there on that mat and you lose, there's no one to blame. But
That's
you.
right. Basketball, there's 4 other guys. Football, 10 other guys out there. But, yeah, that's right. And that can be hard to deal with sometimes. When you lose, you really have no one to blame but yourself.
And it just forces you to get better.
That's right.
Not point the finger at anybody else.
Exactly.
So that's what I like about it. And like I said, I'm still not real familiar with it, but
Right.
I've learned a little bit as it's become more popular at East Clinton. And I know Coach Vest this year had 50-something kids wrestling in his
Yeah,
youth
they've
program.
had really great numbers the past couple of years.
Yeah, that's excellent, and hopefully we continue to see those numbers rise as we
Right.
come up through the junior high and up into the high school program. But now you're teaching at East Clinton, and
Yep.
you've been teaching there for how many years?
This is year 10 for me
Year
at East
10?
Clinton.
Wow,
Yep.
that's good. And what's your
I teach special education at the high
okay,
school.
excellent. Excellent. And are you active in anything else at the school? I mean, I know you've coached some
Not
football.
presently,
you've
yeah. I've coached
some-
football in the past, coached wrestling, but right now, just teaching right now.
Just teaching. Well, sometimes you need to take a break because those
Sometimes.
extracurriculars, they could be a thankless job, and
That's
you
true,
put in a
and
lot of
long hours,
Put in
yeah.
a lot of hours, and if you broke it down
Right.
by the dollar, you might make a couple bucks an hour for
Yeah,
doing
you
it.
don't want to do that. That's for sure.
That's for sure. Well, I think we'll bring Lee back up here, and I know we got about 15 more minutes or so, and we usually do our Astro Burger Challenge about a quarter till.
Okay.
So you might want to go get yourself warmed up.
I'll be ready.
I don't know what you do to warm up. Some appetizers? I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's right, record holder
It
here,
just
right?
forced it upon me. I talked for the whole hour and then just ate an Astro Burger. Maybe that's what you need to do.
Maybe that's the key.
You talk to Coach Vest, and
There
you
you
guys
go.
can talk a little smack with one another. And
Rayback is on his way, Chuck.
He told me. I saw him at school. He said he would be here. So.
okay, excellent. Coach Rayback will be in the house to watch the clash of two titans here.
Well, something. I don't know. I don't know.
In Sabina.
Thrilling,
Thrilling
Sabina. It's going to be
Sabina,
thrilling,
huh?
that's for sure.
And it is in Sabina. No doubt about that.
Well, yeah. There's not too many thrilling things going on in Sabina on a cold February night, but yeah, everything shuts down at 8. That's
They
why
roll
the
the
show's over at
sidewalks
8
up
o'clock.
and everything. And, yeah.
Well, Lee, you want to come back up here and join me? We'll
Lee,
talk a
take
little
over
bit
here.
more East Clinton sports.
Take over here.
Where you? You can just scoot down. if you want
That's
to,
all right.
Chuck, because you're going to be.
I'll let you
Oh,
do
you're going to go out and get prepared for the challenge. That's what you're going to do.
Well, Lee, let's get the crowd up to date on what's going to be going on, I guess, the rest of this weekend. Of course, the high school is going to be wrestling sectionals there
Right.
at Blanchester
At
on Friday and
Blanchester.
Saturday.
We plan to cover that if we can, and we also it's senior night at Astro basketball versus Chillicothe tomorrow night.
The boys basketball team
We
will be
got,
back home for the
and-
final game of the year in the regular season. Be playing
Right,
Chillicothe.
and then we got tournament action starting next week. Lady Astros at Wilmington.
And they'll be playing the winner of Williamsburg and Jamestown Greenview.
Right.
That's who they'll be playing. So
Right,
they'll be
and,
covering that game, be
right.
broadcasting that.
Then the 26th, audio only.
Audio
for
only for
that.
the boys game.
Right, and
And that's
then
down at Western Brown High School, and our
boys will be
be
in
playing,
Western Brown.
playing either Finneytown or Schroeder. The
Right,
winner of that game. is who
and
they'll
winner of
play.
that game, and that'll be on the 26th.
Wednesday, February 26th.
Right.
Okay.
So
We'll
we
be
got
there-
a lot,
We'll be there covering that.
lot going on, and we'll be covering some other things too. But for East Clinton, that's what we're going to be doing. So
Okay.
a lot going on, and you think we need to start getting those Astro burgers prepared and get all the toppings on. Coach Rayback has headed. We have another event after that it's going to be kind of a surprise, and I don't want to give it away. So
Okay, all right.
I think.
Well, you tell them they probably need to go ahead and order it up, whatever
Yep.
they want on it.
Let's get let's get those Astro burgers ready back there. Somebody let Mike know. And
Bring bibs.
Chuck, you need to tell them what you want on your Astro burger. They've even got anchovies back there for you, Chuck, if you'd like to have those. All right. And I know we can't pan the crowd, but I want to know who in here thinks that Jim Best will win the Astro Burger Challenge.
Jim
You
Best
better vote
winner?
All right, who's
That's
rooting
about
for
4
Chuck
fans.
Hale?
I've got Chuck Hale on that one.
Oh, you got Chuck. All right, good deal. Well, that's going to be coming up here in just a moment or two. When Coach Rayback gets here, he's going to help with that. And speaking of Coach Rayback, he has perfect timing. You just call his name and he walks in the door. Come on over here, Coach. Yeah, did you drive the Explorer? Not yet. Okay. Well, come on in here while they're getting those Astro burgers ready. Get your coat off and get ready. And you and Jeremy can talk a little. And I'll get these two heavyweight. It's going to be a heavyweight fight tonight. That's what it's called, the Thriller in Sabina. And it's going to be big time. Come on in here, Coach.
Thanks, Lee.
Well, Coach, in terms of
Hey, Jeremy.
wrestling has been the main topic tonight. We're going to have this
Sure.
Astro Burger Challenge. I guess these two would definitely qualify for heavyweight class.
I think so. I think this is like Ali Frazier 4 here.
yeah, it is. Or Butterbean and Andre the Giant.
Yeah. Better comparison.
Well, congratulations to you. You won the car that was raffled off by MC Auto for the cheerleaders who went down and competed down in
Great
Orlando.
Great surprise.
Yeah, I was there that night. We were broadcasting the game. I heard your name called, so congratulations.
Well,
it's always
you.
nice to win a car for $20 or whatever you had in it.
Yeah, it was one of those things. You get to think the good Lord was looking over us on that one. Our car had broken down like the week before.
Wow. Well, excellent timing. And you deserved it.
Right. So my wife goes, well, let's throw the money in and see if we win. And sure enough, it came
you
up.
did. Well, great. You helped the cheerleaders and you won a vehicle.
Yeah,
So congratulations to you.
Good time.
We've been talking wrestling, and I got to interview both Coach Vest, Coach Hale, and the three young men that are here with us tonight. And your son, Zach, wrestles. Is he? I know he's been injured a little bit. But is he going to be ready for districts or sectionals tomorrow?
Yeah, he was out for 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
He was cleared right before the SCOL, and the doctor said, in my opinion, I would not put him in that tournament with no practice for 3 weeks.
Okay.
And so we elected not to do that.
Smart move, probably. Yeah.
Right. And then he practiced all of last week, and he wrestled at Chillicothe, where he went 1-1, a little bit of rusty.
Mm-hmm.
But I give the Chillicothe kid his due. He was, a good, solid wrestler, and don't know how ready Zach was at that point.
Right.
But Zach's had a good week of practice, and he was seeded 4th going into tomorrow, and kind of an X factor because being from the northern part of the state, they don't know anything about him as well as we don't know much about them. So it'll be interesting to see how it works.
Now, he's
out.
had quite a year, other than the injuries. He's had quite a year wrestling. What's his record to this?
He's 18-2.
Excellent.
He won, I believe he's won 2 out of the 3 tournaments that he participated in, and finished West Jeff's a pretty good Christmas invitational, which he took 3rd at that one.
Okay, very good. He's wrestling 182 all year. Is that
He's
where
been
he'll be?
160.
160. Okay,
160,
I'm sorry.
yeah.
So he's 160, and that's
Yep.
what he'll be participating in tomorrow in the sectionals. Then.
Yep, he'll
Okay.
be at 160, and hopefully, everything holds up.
Get him out of sectionals and
Get him out of
give him
sectionals.
a little bit more time to get healthy. Now, when would districts come after that?
Districts will be a week from Friday or tomorrow, and then a 2-day deal. Now, when you get to districts, unlike tomorrow, your weight classes have uneven numbers because sectionals, you're not always going to have 16 kids in a bracket. As an example, I think heavyweight might have 5 or 6 people in that. Zach's weight class has 12. Ideally, you want 16. So you'll advance 4 from each sectional. 4 sectionals advance to a district, then you'll have a full 16-man bracket.
Okay.
4 advance from districts to state, and at state you'll have a 16-man bracket there.
Right. Now, if Zach's fortunate enough, or any of the East Clinton wrestlers fortunate enough to advance, where will districts be held at?
It's at Kettering Fairmont.
Okay.
And a great venue for any sport. It's kind of like a little coliseum
That's
setup.
the arena. I've heard of that.
Yeah.
I've seen it on television and some
Yeah.
basketball highlights and stuff,
Yeah.
and I've heard some people say they've went up there, and it's almost like a college basketball arena.
It
It's
is
really nice.
It is. It's
so
sunken. It's below ground level, so it's kind of a neat venue to
kind of like a
participate
mini
in.
Schottenstein Center, I guess, and that's where state's held at.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it kind of gets
exactly.
him ready to go
Yeah,
there.
gets
Well,
him ready to
excellent.
go. Yeah.
Well, good deal. We'll tell him best of luck, and
Thank you.
hopefully everything
Appreciate
goes
it.
well for him this weekend, and he can advance the districts.
Yeah, very good.
Good deal. Lee, are we getting close on those burgers?
Yeah, I think they're getting about ready. By the time we get them in their seats and get everything ready.
We'll
we
be
need
ready
to bring
to
them
go.
over here.
Now, the original plan was that Coach Raybeck was going to be the moderator between the two, but we don't have all the seconds. So if you want to second Chuck, and I'll second Jim, and then
Do I have to give
Jeremy
play-by-play?
can be in the middle and get all the.
I'm giving
spotter.
play-by-play. All right. Well, this will be fun.
You guys in here.
He's using the reverse bite technique.
All right. I'm going to take the middle chair, and I'm going to give play-by-play
Okay. Here
on
we go.
this Titanic struggle.
We'll get them hyped up a little.
Here he is. Coming in here is Jim Vest and Chuck Hale.
And we have Astro burgers. All right, get in here, guys.
All right, gentlemen, I want to wish both of you.
Have both hands busy.
I'm going to wish both of you the best of luck.
All right. You want to... All right. Now, I'll turn it over to you, Jeremy. It's all yours.
I'm gonna have the stopwatch going here because, of course, you know the record is 2 minutes and 6 seconds.
206.
206 is the record, and I'm sure either one of you, or probably both of you, can beat that. Because I put it away as fast as I can, but let me tell you, it hurt a little bit. That's a big burger.
Looks like it.
Yep, it is.
Okay, Jim, we'll get Jim loosened up here.
Chuck, you go, baby. You got to win this thing. You realize I have a perfect 0-2 record, right? I've heard that.
Lee's 0-2. He's perfect. All right. All right. Are both of you guys ready?
Ready when you are.
All right. Let me get this clock here going. All right, gentlemen, on your marks, get set, eat.
Go. Come on, Chuck. Bigger bites. Bigger bites.
Looked like Coach Vest took a big bite on the.
Half of it out on one.
He did. He took. Yeah.
Let's see.
And see, Coach Vest really wants to beat.
Chuck's smart. He didn't get all the trimmings on there like Jim did, so he can get after it. You getting full down there, Jim?
Coach Vest not only wants to beat you, but he wants to beat my record. He's been talking about that for 2 weeks now.
Well, I hope Chuck can win this thing so he can help improve my record. So make me look better here.
Watch out. I think, watch out, you might have got part of your finger there.
Whoa.
You better be careful.
Jim's been in training since we
He's been in training
announced the challenge. So
he's been in training for a
come
number
on,
of
Chuck,
years.
Eddie. You keep it going, buddy. You're doing good.
That was a big bite.
You're doing good.
You guys are doing real well here.
Woo! Oh, look at this. Another big bite.
Dad, you better hurry up.
And it's got to be like
Yeah.
falling down out of your mouth.
I think.
Oh, my goodness. He's got one more
Uh-oh.
bite.
Oh, no. Come on, Chuck.
I don't know,
You
Chuck.
can do it, buddy.
This
Still
guy's
plenty
an
of time.
eater.
He's got to swallow that.
Yeah.
So I think you'll be all right. All right.
Sierra Mist sponsoring this event,
All right.
along with Charlie's Place, MC
We're down to about one bite here for Chuck, too.
Melvin Liquid Fertilizer. Wow.
Oh,
I'm impressed. This is.
Jeremy, does
this
he
is
have to eat
record.
all the lettuce, too? And
You just got to get it down and show me an empty
all
mouth
right.
here.
Chuck's almost ready. Oh, it's in. Chuck's got it.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my God.
It's over. That was fast. 1 minute and
You might have done
39
better,
seconds.
Chuck. Chuck, you might have done better if you had a better coach. I
1
think it was
minute
me.
and 39 seconds.
All right, let's hear it for these two guys.
Yeah, let's hear it.
And I'll hand this microphone. I'll lay it on the table, and you can talk to the two contestants while I get something else going.
All right. Well, when I heard that Jim Vest is going to be here doing this challenge, I knew my record was history. I knew that just from knowing him that long. But it kind of hurts going down a little bit, don't it?
Yeah, it does.
It kind of got me in the chest. It did. What about you? You probably didn't hurt at all, did it?
No.
True professional. True professional.
He is a professional. You need to enter some more eating contests. I know you're taking up these 5Ks, but I think you're more built for eating.
Yeah, I can eat.
There's no doubt about that. Well, congratulations to both of you for participating, and for you, Coach Vest, for holding the record now, and you beat my record as
Well,
well.
I
mean,
appreciate
you were just
that.
A few seconds behind.
I appreciate the meal.
So don't feel like this is a loss here. If you'd have challenged anybody else, you'd have won. But it's hard to beat the great Jim Vest at eating. I'm impressed.
Can't beat the legend.
I thought you'd beat me, but not by a full 40 seconds almost.
I've been Chris Breckle trained.
Chris Breckle trained. Well, Breckle can eat for a little guy. That is for sure. But Lee had some more on store for us tonight. What else do we have?
Special surprise.
I'm surprised. A special surprise.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, you're gonna like it.
special
I can't
surprise.
tell you what it is.
It is a
I'm
surprise.
surprised
So, yep,
that-
you're not allowed to know.
I'm
we'd be
surprised
surprised
that
if
Coach
we told
Vest
you.
put that away that fast and didn't eat a finger.
Shot for you.
I don't know.
They're all there.
They're all there.
All accounted for, all
I
time.
was worried that thing was going down fast and I had lettuce flying my way.
It got
It was-
serious there for a few minutes.
It was serious. I mean, he was putting it away. I was worried a little bit. But, Maybe what we should do is bring out the wrestling mat and have you two go at it. Just do wrestling right here.
I think we've already competed tonight. I don't think that'd be a good idea right now. May see a few more hamburgers tonight.
Yeah. Yep. That was fun. Well, guys, I appreciate you doing that, and I'm going to thank Mike Crow for supplying those wonderful and juicy, delicious Astro burgers up here at Charlie's Place. And Mike probably wants everyone in the audience to know that the drive-thru is going to be open tomorrow.
Absolutely.
As scheduled. Got the drive-thru open here at Charlie's.
Tom South, it's a walk-through.
Tom South will walk through here and order whatever you want, some pizza, some wings.
I suggest eating the burgers a little slower, though.
Yeah, enjoy them.
Enjoy them.
The flavor.
That's right.
Yes,
they're good,
savor
so
the
enjoy
flavor. They
them.
are good. Astro burgers are legendary here at Charlie's. They are good. And Mike and Amy have both done a wonderful job. And Amy's not here with us tonight. I figured she'd be here bragging about the
Greenfield and junior JV game.
basketball
So we do whatever we
cheerleading.
want.
Oh, okay. Well, I figured Amy'd want to be here. I know she just got back from Orlando. The cheerleaders were down there this past weekend competing in nationals, finished 9th.
9th in the nation.
Yeah, so excellent for them. I know there was 9 of them. One young man and
Yep.
8 girls got to go down and compete in the national cheerleading championships. So it was excellent for them to get to go do that.
Yes,
And,
it was.
I'm sure they all had an experience. And probably the nicest thing was they got to get out of Ohio for 4 days, and it was in the 70s down there and sunny and
Right.
warm. And but I hear next week it's going to be 60 something here. So
I'll believe it when I see it.
yeah, I know. There's still about 6 inches of ice in my driveway, so 60 degrees might melt a little bit of it, but I don't know what the surprise is. I know we got.
Oh, you'll be surprised, Jeremy.
I'll be surprised.
You'll be surprised.
Why does everyone know but me? I don't even know. Rick, what is this surprise?
That's what makes it a surprise.
Rick's going to be surprised. I'm surprised. I'm anxious to see what we have going on, but didn't get a chance to talk too much about the boys basketball. I know they've won 3 games in a row. They've
Right.
been on a little bit of a hot streak here lately. Our last broadcast, unfortunately, they lost to Clinton Massey last Thursday, a week ago tonight, and then lost down at Hillsboro. And then they played 5 games in 6 days.
A lot of makeups.
Yeah, a lot of makeups.
makeups.
Well, they lost the first 2, and then they went to Manchester and won, and they went to they came home. No, they went to Miami Trace and won, and beat a good Miami Trace Panthers team.
Great.
And then they went to Paint Valley and won that game on Tuesday night. So they've been off the last couple nights. I know Scott Strieber, Coach Strieber, has to be enthused that they've won 3 in a row, and they're going to be playing Chillicothe tomorrow for the final regular season game. They sit 10-11 on the year, and they will be playing in the Western Brown Divisional 3 sectionals, and we'll have that broadcast audio only. You'll
Right.
be able to tune in to gtvr.net and listen to myself and probably Coach or Principal Baker will be alongside with me. I believe we'll be bringing that game to you live, and they'll be playing either Schroeder. I believe it's Schroeder and or the winner of Schroeder Finneytown game.
Right.
Is who
I
they'll
believe
be
that's
playing,
right.
so.
Yeah.
And I know our girls are going to be playing the winner of Williamsburg and Jamestown Greenview. And,
Right.
they got a tough one ahead of them. I think Williamsburg's decent, and I know Jamestown Greenview is very good. Narrowly losing to Clinton Massey about a week ago, and of course the Clinton Massey girls finished the year 22-0.
Right.
And drew the number 2 seed in their sectional, and they're playing tonight. And haven't had any updates. They should be about done with their game right now. Wilmington will be getting started, and that might make an interesting second-round matchup. The Lady
very well could.
Hurricane
That's
and
right.
the Clinton Massey Falcon Lady Falcons might be squaring off in round 2 of the tournament, and I know they played each other earlier this year in the county tournament, and Massey come away with a 1-point victory. So Wilmington's got quite a good basketball team, and as well as the Lady Falcons. They're ranked, I think it's number 3 in the state.
Right.
So we've got some good basketball around here, and hopefully our boys can play well and win a few games in
Right.
tournaments. That would be great for them.
And that'll make for some exciting SCOL matchups next season as well.
Yeah, that's one thing that Mr. Baker and I have talked about, not only with the girls' side but the boys' side. There's some really good basketball in the SCOL. I know that, of course, the boys from Clinton Massey got such a late start, but they've played very well, and they just beat the Washington Courthouse boys Tuesday night.
Right.
And that was the Courthouse boys' first loss of the year in the SCOL, and then they play them again tonight because of the makeups. So they
Right.
play them twice in 3 days. So, if Clinton Massey can get a win again, it would really tighten up that race with just a few games left. Because I know Massey's lost 3 in the league, and I know Miami Trace has lost. Maybe they've only lost 3 as well. I know there was a log jam there for second place. So. as we closing up basketball season and moving on to the tournaments. It's always a fun time of the year, March Madness.
Sure, yeah.
It's kind of hard for anyone to not get into March Madness.
That's right. I know a lot of people that don't follow basketball at all tend to follow it in March.
Right, just in March when those brackets come out. It seems like everyone has brackets to fill out. They're all over the place. And
Right.
like you said, if you don't even follow it, you just fill out a bracket.
Well, of course, this year with the $1 billion challenge,
Yeah, I heard
I think
that.
there'll be a lot of people that will be participating.
Is it Bill Gates? Is that who's
Warren Buffett.
Oh, Warren Buffett's putting up.
Warren Buffett and the guy from Quicken Loans, I guess, is teaming up to do it. So
Okay, that's the Cleveland Cavaliers
Right.
owner, which is, gosh, his name's, I know his name. It's slipping me here, but yeah, the Quicken Loans and owns the Cleveland Cavaliers. They're putting up. Is it $1 billion?
$1 billion.
Billion with
for
a B.
a perfect bracket. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Now I heard the odds of doing that are like 1 in 9 trillion.
Yeah, it's something
of
up there
actually
with,
filling out a
with
perfect
winning
bracket.
the Powerball. And,
Yeah, you're right, and that's just. It's hard for anyone to get all the first 32 games right.
Sure, that's right. Let alone every game
Every
in the
game,
whole tournament.
all
Yeah.
63 games,
Right.
correct? Yeah, that probably never happened. So I'm sure their money's safe. It's just good publicity for
That's
them
right,
to
that's
actually
right.
say, "Oh, we'll give you $1 billion if you win it," because now everyone's going to talk about that, and it's just good,
Exactly.
good publicity. So,
All right, Jeremy.
what do we
We're
got?
coming here.
And, oh, no, I know what it is now.
You should recognize it by now.
I'm one day. You're one day late with this.
But we had
Happy
to do it.
birthday! Oh my goodness. Well, this is a surprise. Oh my goodness. It is a surprise. Whoa! You
for this cake, Jeremy.
you spared no. Now, how many candles are on here?
So how many should be?
If there's 41 would be right, but only 38 of them are lit. But I'm going to give it my best shot here.
And he got it. All right. Congratulations, Jeremy.
30 seconds, they'll all come back on. You can do it again.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that there were only 38 lit. These three didn't get lit because I wouldn't have. But you probably were burning yourself trying to light them all.
We were afraid the smoke alarm would go off.
Well, I'm surprised it didn't. That's a lot of smoke that went up here.
All right.
Well, thank you.
All right.
Wow, 30. And you guys are probably hungry and want some cake.
No.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, let's do it.
A cake eating challenge. Well, thanks, guys. I appreciate that. Wow.
Want to come over and say hi? All right, I'll jump in here.
Yeah, we'll put that down. I'm gonna have to eat some dinner before I eat this cake. That's excellent,
right.
though. Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah, birthday was yesterday, and
There you go, sir.
no one sang happy birthday to me yesterday, so I guess
You can't say
I
that.
appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Lee, I'm going to pass this off to you. And thanks a lot.
Well, thank you.
All right.
Thank
Well,
you,
thanks,
We appreciate
Chuck.
having you.
So, out of 41 years, what are your fondest memories?
41 years, fondest memories. Being a part
Remember,
of the,
your wife and children are here.
I'm trying to go in order of up to that. 1989, being a part of the only undefeated football team in East Clinton history.
Okay,
Started all
that's
10
a good
games.
thing.
Yeah. Started all 10 games. That was my junior season. 1993, getting married, probably at too young of an age.
Yeah.
And my first child was born in 93. 1998, coaching East Clinton Pee Wee football to a national championship.
That's very cool.
11-year-old heavy division.
Very cool.
In 1998. That's been a long time ago. And shouldn't have missed 1996. My second daughter was born. She's here this evening. And 2000, my son was born.
He's not talking about you. Don't worry. I'll tell you what.
2006, I was fortunate enough to participate in the World Series of Poker main event.
Oh yeah.
And I finished 572nd place.
Out of how many though?
8,773.
Well, that's not bad.
It paid 20. No, I didn't win the bracelet. Jamie Gold won that year. He stole my glory, but I did win $20,000. So that was. I should for being the inaugural champion. I should get a bracelet for winning the inaugural Astro Burger Challenge.
That's right.
But if we have a heavyweight belt, it belongs to Coach Vest for winning that.
Absolutely.
In, minute and 39 seconds.
Man, that was something. Is your wife pretty shy with a microphone?
Very much so.
Hey, dear.
Would you like
Hello.
to speak to Stacy?
I would like you to come on over. Yes.
My
Come
wife
on.
Stacy, come on.
Yeah, I want you to tell us all about this guy. We want to know some secrets that only you can tell, my dear.
Oh, jeez.
And you can give her your microphone, and I'll give her.
You'll give her a few questions?
Yeah.
I'll start getting these candles off this
You
cake.
get these candles, and
We'll bring up my wife, Stacy Yankey.
all right, Stacy. You tell me some things about this guy that we probably don't know and maybe even shouldn't know, but tell us about him.
Well, let me first say Jeremy is a wonderful person. However,
She had to qualify everything.
however, he is very stubborn. And
I hear he likes to win. He doesn't.
he is. He's very competitive.
Very good.
Only happy when he's winning.
Yeah.
So that pretty much sums it up, I think.
Yeah.
Stubborn and
like to
win.
I'll be nice.
I
That
think
sums
he's
it
probably a
up.
pretty good father too.
He is. Jeremy's an excellent father. Always has been.
Well,
I always
good.
said that when our first daughter was born, of course we were young, and
Yep.
I said thank goodness for him because I had no idea what I was doing.
I had to teach her how to
And,
cook.
and
You
he was
ha-
always the one to say, no, do it this way.
he had to teach you to cook, he says.
He did. I was very spoiled growing up, and when we got married and had children, I was pretty lost. So
Okay.
I'm
All right.
glad that he was on the opposite end of me. So
So, and how many years now you've been married?
it'll be 21 years this June.
Well, hopefully a lot more years than that to come. And I think you're a wonderful couple, and we're so proud to have both of you as part of our East Clinton family.
Well, thank you.
And, well, I know you're kind of shy, but we want to let you and Jeremy cut the first piece of cake. Since it's his birthday, you two get the first piece of cake. And I don't know whether this is going to be one of these marriage rituals or not, but I bet Jim Vest would come over and help you with the first piece.
He'll help eat it.
Yeah, and he would probably help you start eating it, but that probably wouldn't be a good idea. Wow, you are a good guy in the kitchen. Look at this. He's got this cake all cut up and ready to go for us. Well, Jeremy, we certainly, all of us here tonight, want to wish you a happy birthday, and we're so glad that you are doing well and have a great family and a great wife and everything.
Thank you.
And, man, that's a lot of candles. I can't wait till my birthday in October. Wow. They will set off fire alarms for that. So. But once again, our East Clinton Sports Show is brought to you by the folks here at Charlie's Place right here in Sabina, and by MC Auto just down the street. The folks Mike and Amy Crow are the owners of both. Also Melvin Liquid Fertilizer just down the road in Melvin. Call my buddy Paul Harris down there. He's supporting East Clinton Athletics as well. So we thank each and every one of you for all of that. And Rick Phillips, you're sitting over there awfully quiet. Do you have any words of wisdom for us here tonight? Don't eat too much icing. Okay. Well, it's Global TV Radio, and it's gtvr.net.
That's it.
And I have to call Tom every day and remind him of those numbers.
Tom has trouble finding
Yeah, Tom has trouble finding where we're at. That's why he's here live. And thanks to everybody for watching tonight and being a part of it. We still have just a few more minutes. And for some reason, my voice is about to go. So we may have to get somebody else over here to do a little talking while you're eating. But your daughter is serving cake to the crowd. And that's really cool. And
She can be helpful sometimes.
sometimes. And how old is she?
17.
17. Perfect age for teenagers. Yeah. Don't shake your head. I know what teenagers are like too. But want to thank everybody for coming tonight. Want to thank everybody for watching out in the wherever you are, folks up in New Jersey, New York, California, Colorado, Florida, absolutely. So we appreciate it. Yeah, the schedule for our webcasting will be, looks like basketball tomorrow evening and also audio only on wrestling. And we have basketball Monday with the Lady Astros, and that'll be audio only. And on February 26th, we will have the men's basketball tournament from Western Brown. That will be audio only as well.
You need something to drink.
I do need something to drink. But we got, no, I don't have anything. Well, it's sitting over there at the table if Tom hasn't drank it for me. But anyway, Jeremy, before we wind this up and you get a mouthful of cake, do you have any parting words for us? Got the icing all over you like I did.
Got a lot of icing on me. Parting words, well, I'm impressed with both Mr. Hale and Coach Vest and their eating abilities. Not shocked that Coach Vest would win and demolish my record, just because I've ate many dinners with him before. So, and you know, he eats like that even when it's not a challenge. So I wasn't surprised. I thought he was a shoe-in to win that.
And your record went down in flames, man. It wasn't even close.
It did. But no, I appreciate the cake tonight. And you said there was a surprise, and man, you weren't kidding. That was a surprise. I did have a little cake at home last night, but as I'm walking into the kitchen, everyone's enjoying it, and I said, "There's not even any happy birthday." It didn't even sing to me or nothing. But I guess when you get as old as I am, it doesn't matter anymore.
Just another birthday.
It's just another day, right?
Yeah. Well,
certainly want to wish all the wrestlers the best of luck as they go to Blanchester tomorrow and Saturday for their sectional wrestling tournament.
Yep.
Wish the Lady Astros luck in their tournament game next Monday. I know the boys have won 3 in a row. I talked about that a little bit.
Sure.
And, Coach Strieber has to be pleased with how they've been playing here lately.
Yeah.
You know, and hopefully they can get a good win over Chillicothe tomorrow night on senior night, and then I'd like to see them win a few games in the tournament.
That'd be great.
You know, send out Dalton Floyd and Jarrett Huff, the 2 lone seniors on the program. Send them out on a good note. I know Dalton was fortunate enough to score his 1,000th career point last
That was
Thursday.
a special night, yes.
And what a remarkable young man he is. And,
Yeah.
you know, since then he's went on and had a few wonderful games. The other night against Miami Trace, I think he had 26 points and 19 rebounds.
He's
phenomenal.
He's an outstanding athlete.
When you're putting up numbers like that, that's just phenomenal.
That's incredible.
And everyone on the court knows that he's the man to stop, and he still comes up.
He still gets the job done. Yeah, that's amazing.
Down at Payne Valley Tuesday,
All right.
another 22 points. So excellent job for him and Coach Strieber and the rest of the team.
Well,
you know, to get some wins, I know it's got to do a lot for the
Well, I think it's time to wrap it up. Rick's giving us the throat slashing sign over there. So I want everybody in here to send off all of our wrestlers, all of our athletes in tournament action. Let's give them a big Go Astros on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Go Astros!